eyes shine like the diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Welcome to a Chandler's Channel. I'm Tracy with your intuitive weekly reading for March 17th to March 24th. And if you can't tell what occasion is involved in this week, I don't know. Well, there's two, but based on what I have on. So we have St. Patrick's Day on the Monday, and March 20th is the first day of spring. Yay! That's something to drink to, I think, more than St. Patrick's Day. Because it's been a really bad winter, hasn't it? This is water, but it looks like green beer, right? Green beer. So it's a happy St. Patrick's Day, far and wide, to everyone who celebrates, to our fellow Newfoundlanders, to the Irish, everywhere and anywhere in the world, Boston. Comment and let me know where else. There's a huge following, or a lot of people in one area of Irish. So there you go. So I just thought I'd open that up for you with that. But as usual, I always like to touch back on the previous week. And our previous week reading, we had the character from the movie Troy, Achilles, with whom I called Attila the Hun, and they're kind of different characters. Oops, sorry about that. Problem with channeling, right? Sometimes I'm not being conscious of my own world, that I have to try to traverse the two worlds and try to remember what the name of the character is. The good thing is I can come back and tell you later, right? If I was wrong. So his name was Achilles, and Brad Pitt played him. And in the visual, in the reading, Whitehawk showed me him down on his knee, one knee down, one knee up. And when I realized it, in the movie, that was the part where the enemy shot Achilles, this great warrior, shot him in his heel and took him down because lots of pain, right? And that was the Achilles, the heel saying comes from Achilles heel, is that we all have a weakness somewhere. No matter how powerful you are, there is a weakness somewhere. And this enemy found Achilles' weakness in his heel. And so I'm thinking that in my interpretation, and all of our interpretations can be different, that is the magic of the message from Spirit. And yours is not incorrect, just so you know. But my interpretation of that is that it can be, the equinox energies can be an Achilles heel to many of us. It takes us down, and it's so true for me, so true for me. So powerful, something, we can be such powerful people, and these energies can just take us down and out. And so it'd be kind of interesting, to look back in history about what wars were fought during the equinox, and see who won, or what battle was won, or how it was won. It'd be kind of interesting to look back at that. I thought of that now. Kind of cool, right? Anyways, so the equinox energies, we have been trying to keep our heads above water. How's that been going for you? It's just been a crazy week for me. Also compounded by the fact that my children are on spring break and March break, and children just go, go, go. They don't know how to stop, right? Like, in fact, I'm doing this video and I've had to do it 3 or 4 times now because I've been interrupted. So I'm just praying, like I'm not interrupted again. So I'm going to jump right in. And I'm going to see what Whitehawk says for our St. Patrick's Day week and our spring arriving on March 20th. See what he has to say. Indeed, he says. What can we say about the week ahead that has not been said before? He says, children. Here's what I'm going to tell you. That although the equinox energies are dissipating, they have not fully left. And they will not fully leave, for a few days, 7 to 10 days, he says. So many of us will still find it difficult to traverse the ground that we are given. So again, that's kind of like that whole shielding of the energies. But instead, we should just give in. He says yes. just give in. And he says, if you recall, in the previous week, I did ask you to not move too quickly in your goals or towards your endeavors or desired outcomes, because you may stumble and fall and impede the flow toward those desired outcomes. We're like, oh yeah, right. He goes, and so what I have noticed, children, is you are working hard at it. You're working hard at traversing the choppy waters, when why not just let it be? Why not just trust and let it be? And we're understanding his words, but we're kind of going, but Whitehawk, you don't quite understand the world we live in. You know, you miss a second, you miss an opportunity. And he shakes his head. No, that is where you are wrong, children. You do not miss an opportunity. What you miss is that you are visually missing your cue as to when it is time for you to call. And I'm like, what? And everyone's like, what? How did that make sense? You know, it's almost like we're calling in on a radio station for a contest or something, missing your cue to call. And he goes, oh yes, you may laugh now, children, but you will not be laughing later when you go, oh, that was what that meant. I totally missed it. He goes, yes. Ancient Chinese secret, huh? No. It is no mystery, child. There is an ebb and a flow to the world. And if you choose to go against the ebb and the flow, then your life is more difficult. It is more challenging to arrive at your desired outcomes. So settle, pedal, and just go with the flow. The flow and the force of nature is telling you now, no, it is not the time to come out and to bloom. Now is the time still to recede and to rest and to hibernate. That is the full force and beauty and power of winter, of her nature. Do not go against her ebb or her flow. Simply let her come, do her job, leave, and then naturally you will continue to flow into the spring season of magnificence, of blooming, of ebbing and flowing and growing, my children. Why do you work so hard when you need not? And we're all ingesting that. Some of that information makes some of us sad because we get it, we really do. But we feel so beat up with the world, with its go, go, go-ness and do, and if you don't do it now, you're going to miss the opportunity, and no pain, no gain, and all those other sayings. He goes, yes, but they are just a person who's put that out there. They are just a notion. They are just a way. And you can change that way by standing here today and saying, no, I am going with the flow. And this is not the flow's way. And so for today, I will stay here and I will say, no way. I am not going that way today. And I see Whitehawk standing there like this, right? Standing very tall with his headdress, his long feathery headdress on. Standing like a chief, right? Standing tall. For he knows. And standing like, standing his ground, standing tall, standing with confidence. Because he knows. He knows the way. And he knows that that is not the way. The other way is not the way. This is the way. And so he will journey that way today and for always that way. And so he's like just still standing there, and he's closing off, like, as I hear it. He's like, be blessed, children, in your newfound journey on how the ebb and flow is to go today and every day. And I hear recede, recede. God bless children. Enjoy your last few weeks of receding, because when the flow starts again, you'll wonder if you could ever catch your breath in just keeping up with its natural flow. And that is why we recede for rest. God bless, children. God bless for here today and always. God bless. Thank you, Whitehawk. Wow. That's quite the reading, isn't it? We live in so much worry and so much fear that if we don't do and go, that we're no one or that we'll get nowhere. When indeed it's the opposite, is we need to learn to go with the seasonal flow and what they're all about, right? And that is what he's teaching us. You know, he taught us to skate in this season. We are meant to skate. And also in this season, we're meant to hibernate and recede and rest. And so we have a couple more weeks. So let's see if we can do that before, like he says, the spring does come and we go into madness. Well, thank you. That is our reading for March 17th to, I keep saying, is it 23rd or 24th? Anyways, I go from the Monday to the Sunday, but sometimes it can start a few days before, and then it can also go into the other week as well. So don't be like it's like Monday to Sunday exactly, because that's not how energy works, right? It interacts, it overflows, and that's the same thing with readings. They interact, they overflow. They're not an exact science. It's not about deadlines, right? Because if this was about, I have to get it right for Monday to Sunday, I tell you, it would be an epic fail, wouldn't it? Epic fail. And that's not how it works. All right. Well, thank you for being here. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. Comment if you can think of anything to add. I'd love to hear from you. On Thursdays is our intuitive vlog, and I was thinking that since that Thursday, I think it is the 20th, isn't it? Maybe I'll do a spring 2014 reading, but also about spring itself and its energies. Now, I'll say what I say, and then Whitehawk comes in and kind of adds what he thinks. But when we're learning to skate in this season, we're meant to skate, I was kind of thinking, and this was just today, you know, let's do a spring energy vlog, something like that. So let me know what you think about that. All right, subscribe, like, share. God bless for being here. Behave on St. Patrick's Day. We'll see you soon. I'm Tracy for a Chandler's Channel.